What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the next episode of Hitman Blood Money, Silent Assassin Targets Only. It's time to go to Las Vegas for House of Cards, where we're going to need the W2000 sniper, and we're going to full-on upgrade it. We need well, the only things you really want are the armor-piercing ammo, and then the silencer and scope type 2. The other stuff is basically just extra goodies. So, I mentioned that 2 missions are going to be the same as my old normal strategies. The first was the murder of crows. The second is this mission. I'm not doing it any differently than I did before. And that's because my regular strategy already fits the parameters of this challenge, where the targets are the only eliminations. No non-target accidents, and not even non-target, non-lethal takedowns. But this strategy already fits that parameter.
Our new key cards are floor specific.
I guess if you want to be really nitpicky, you could say but Samantha technically gets knocked out. She knocks herself out. She literally passes out on the floor. But as far as what we're doing, go to the reception desk, get your key card after you check in, and then when you go up to the elevators, you're going to want to call the elevator to the left. And then once it's down here and then the doors close, you'll want to climb the hatch, because our first target, the scientist, is going to be using this elevator, and we're going to do the fiber wire elevator kill on him. And then after we do that, we're going to take his key card for room 803, and then we're just going to have to return to the lobby to do some things. Because this first target also has that payment briefcase that we can collect as an optional objective. After we eliminate him and then bring the elevator back down, we're going to leave the payment briefcase right next to our exit point so that we can conveniently pick it right back up before we extract. This mission, I'm sure everyone has told you, is very slow. And it's mostly because one of the targets, the Sheik, he does not arrive into the mission boundaries until like the 5-minute point. Technically, only one target is on the map at the beginning. Although, to be fair, it only takes like a minute or two for the scientist here to show up. Speaking of the scientist, he's now eliminated. Don't forget his room key. And then you can drop down, take the elevator back down to the lobby, go ahead and pick up the payment suitcase, and we're going to go leave it to the exit, right? Like I said. The exit point in question is as soon as you go down the stairs to the casino entrance, you're going to hang a left, and the emergency exit doors that you'll see to the left, our exit is located in the alleyway that they lead to. That's where the suitcase is going to be left. So after we drop it off, we're going to have to get our sniper case back from the elevator, and then what you do. So we eliminated the scientist from the left side elevator. Our second target, Henrik Schmutz, we're going to do the same elevator kill on him, but he's going to be in the right side elevator. So let's drop the payment suitcase off real quick. Like so. Here is fine. And then we're going to go back to the left elevator so that we have our sniper case back in hand. And then we'll go to the right elevator and climb the hatch, so that equipping our fiber wire so that we're ready for Henrik Schmutz. And if you've seen my old walkthrough for this mission, you already know how things are going to play out, because it's not changing at all. Once Henrik Schmutz is eliminated, we go to the 7th floor and we meet Samantha, who's slipping and sliding all over the floor. with her wonderful dialogue. Hey there, stud, you're not alone, are ya? Talking like Ross from Monsters, Inc. Anyways, this is the same as before. We set up our sniper rifle on her balcony. We go up to the scientist's room, 803, so that we can redial the Sheik with the cell phone in the room. Return to Samantha's room. The Sheik is going to be going out onto the casino roof to take his quote-unquote call, but that's just so we can get him out into the open to snipe him dead. And no, his body will not be found on the casino roof. It's completely secluded from anybody, which is why it's the best way to kill him. And then, of course, we go to our own hotel room to so that we can stash our sniper rifle in the ICA pickup container. Because if you bring custom weapons with you, like the Silver Baller, SMG Tactical, etc., you have to escape with them in order to get Silent Assassin. And the same goes for your suit. Or it's at least like that on Expert and Pro. I think you can get away with it on the lower difficulties. But I'm mostly just talking to pass time because I don't have too much to say about what's going on. I've basically already recapped everything already. So Henrik Schmutz is eliminated. Once the elevator stops and opens, you can get off because he was already going to the 7th floor to begin with. Alright, let's go to Samantha. And I won't speak because I dare not intrude on this wonderful dialogue.
Hey there, stud. You're not alone, are ya?
I'm unaccompanied, if that's what you mean.
Whoa. I can change that. I'm I'm alone in Suite 703. Myself. Come up and see me sometime.
That is the longest silence I've ever had in... Well, I don't want to say all of my videos on my channel, because in some of my older walkthroughs, I would show cutscenes and not talk during dialogues or whatnot, but it's the longest silence I've had in a long time. So Samantha gave us a key card to her own room. I've seen a lot of people like take a key card off of her after she passes out on the floor, but you don't have to. As soon as that cutscene ends, you have a key card to her room in your possession already. I'm sure someone out there will tell me, oh, this isn't no KO because Samantha is knocked out. She did that to herself. We had no part in that whatsoever. I understand the dog in You Better Watch Out. Honestly, looking back, I should have at least tried to take out Lorne de Havilland without knocking out the dog. I feel like I kind of took a shortcut or I was kind of being lazy or something just by not doing it. But I can understand arguments that violates my own parameters, but Samantha, no, definitely not. That was not on our hands whatsoever. So after you unpack the sniper and drop it in front of her balcony door, we need to go up to the 8th floor. We need to get into room 803 where the scientist was supposed to stay. But we need to pull the fire alarm to disperse the bodyguards standing in and around the room. There will be exactly 3. Let them run by. And then we'll use the key card we took from the scientist to get in. The cell phone I mentioned earlier is in the bedroom on the table. So redial Sheik. And as soon as you do that, run. We need to get back to the elevator, back to the 7th floor, back to Samantha's room, pick up our sniper, aim down at the casino roof from her balcony so that we can take our shot at the Sheik as soon as he's on the roof. I'm glad I'm not saying his name because I believe his name is Mohammed bin Faisal Al Khalifa, but I keep wanting to say Solomon Al Ghazali, but that is a Sheik in the Hitman universe, but not this game. It's the Sheik from the Paris mission in World of Assassination. Anyway, so just do as I said. Snipe the Sheik as soon as he's in view, and then you're going to want to pack your sniper back in the suitcase so that we can casually carry it around. Now we need to go to 47's own room, the one that we got the key card for when we checked in. I think it's room 707, if I'm not mistaken. Regardless, if you check the map, it's going to be the room that has the little ICA logo on it. And that's because there's an ICA pickup/drop-off container right here, which we're going to stash our sniper in because we need to pick up that payment suitcase and we can't carry 2 briefcases at the same time. So back to the lobby. So that emergency exit in the casino that takes us to our mission exit, we just need to go back there, pick up that payment briefcase so that we get the extra money and the optional objective completed, and then we just extract. And that's all there is to it. Yeah, I know I'm trying to do different strategies for this for this challenge I'm doing, but I don't have a lot of good alternatives to this particular mission, and any that I do would be more beneficial if you did knock out at least a couple people. So I stuck with the old one. It fits the parameters, and it works. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alrighty, that takes care of that one. I'll see you next time.